Good evening, fellow Singaporeans. As you know, I've been in politics for some time, but this is the first time I'm speaking at a rally in Punggol. And the air smells good. Tonight, I would like to speak to you about the women candidates that the Workers' Party is fielding at this election. Being an opposition candidate in Singapore is a high-stakes, high-risk activity. Politics can be a nasty business. And for women in opposition, it can be tricky. If you're elected into parliament, we are expected to confront government ministers robustly, but perhaps not too aggressively. However, over the years in parliament, I have been called many names and been fiercely attacked by some ministers. But I fought back with everything I had. And luckily for me, my husband found these qualities attractive. I hope he's come back from his dinner. My friends, we need women political leaders and women representatives in parliament, especially in the opposition. This is necessary to ensure that our policies for Singapore are more balanced and sustainable. There are many studies that show that countries where people are the happiest also tend to have relatively more women in political leadership positions. Citizens of these countries feel confident and secure because the countries tend to prioritize social outcomes such as work-life balance, health, and supporting those in need. After the general election in 2011, I spoke at the opening of Parliament. I called for the government to measure whether its policies have resulted in happiness, well-being, and contentment in Singaporeans. I recall being mocked for it by the PAP ministers and backbenchers. But today, this is becoming more and more accepted as international best practice. So what is the Workers' Party doing about empowering more women in politics? My friends, it was 22 years ago that I was elected as the chair of the Workers' Party. 22 years ago. And I have to say, I have outlasted 4 male chairmen of the PAP, and I've yet to see a female chair on their side. Next, we try our best to find capable female candidates to stand for election. This is not easy for the opposition. This year, I'm pleased to report that WP is fielding 6 women. Tonight, I would like to share with you why I think they are women of substance who will speak up for you fearlessly and defend your interests in Parliament. So first, let me start with the 2 ladies fielded in Punggol. First, Alia Mata. Alia identifies herself first as a mother of 3 teenagers. You can be assured that she will be fully committed to pushing for policies that families care about, such as in the areas of housing costs and education. And did you know that she's a lawyer by profession who has worked in the Monetary Authority of Singapore for 8 years? She is now an in-house legal counsel in a multinational corporation, and she will be able to scrutinize government bills effectively. The second lady for Punggol is Alexis Dang. She has years of experience in banking before transiting to the technology sector, where she works in advertising technology, promoting partnerships with media owners to drive revenue growth for clients. She's effectively bilingual, as you saw, in English and Chinese, and spent her childhood abroad due to family circumstances. As a young Singaporean, she will be able to share the concerns of many Punggol residents and push for change in areas affecting young families and singles. For Tampines GRC, we are fielding Eileen Chong Pei Shan. She was a diplomat with the Singapore Ministry of Foreign Affairs for 7 years and has a good understanding of regional and international affairs. She's now working in the philanthropic sector, seeking to bring about positive outcomes in early childhood development, education, and youth mental well-being. If she's elected, she will be able to handle both domestic and foreign issues. And next, for East Coast GRC, we have Paris V. Paramaswari, our Navy woman. She rose from the ranks in the Navy, worked in insurance before joining the US Navy in Singapore as a security administrator. Besides being a wife and parent, she knows what it is like to obtain a degree through part-time studies, just as many of you are doing. With a strong spirit of volunteerism, she has worked with people who have taken life's hard knocks, such as crime victims and ex-offenders. Paris will contribute her rich experiences to Parliament if she's elected. As for Ms. He Ting Ru, who was MP for Sengkang for the last 5 years, do I need to say more? She has proven herself more than capable of handling her parliamentary duties and being chairman of the Sengkang Town Council, all while being the mother of 3 children under the age of 10. And for Aljunied GRC, you still have me. So my friends, looking at our slate of female candidates this GE, all I can say is, Mama Bear here is proud. So how will we serve your interests as opposition MPs in Parliament? We want Singapore to succeed. We want our parents to age well, our children to be safe and happy. We want a vibrant environment where everyone can reach their full potential. We want strong communities and a resilient spirit. The difference between opposition MPs and PAP MPs is that we can reject government policies that we do not think are in the interest of Singaporeans. My friends, let me end on a broader and more serious note. In my 20 plus years with WP, I can confidently say that this batch of our candidates, both men and women, is the most promising batch that WP has fielded. And therefore, there is a key message for you, our dear voters in Aljunied, Hougang, Sengkang, Punggol, Jalan Kayu, East Coast, Tampines and Tampines Changkat. If these candidates do not get elected this time, there may be no next time. The electoral boundaries may change. So there is no time to waste on this. Let us not dither about whether to cast your vote for WP this time or not. If you do not do it this time, you may not have a chance the next time. So let May the 3rd, 2025 be your moment. Vote for a stronger Singapore. Vote for the Workers' Party, working for Singapore.